Всем привет, дорогие друзья! С вами Перец, и я продолжаю проходить игру под названием Конец. Итак, продолжаем проходить первый эпизод. Это всего лишь первый эпизод, всего их 5. И так, надо поговорить снова с ним.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Так, давай-ка об особняке. Где можно гулять?
What is outside on the island exactly?
Lord Mortimer has made a point of keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are accessible to guests. If sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used upon his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise sir to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help, sir, in any other way?
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are mainly living rooms. Sir finds himself at present in the Grand Hall. From the Grand Hall, sir can access, on one side, the small salon, where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, sir may access the dining room. That is where sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, sir will also find access to the garden. But sir may be reassured, the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. So, sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten lost.
Except for my
Не
mother.
считая матушки, да.
Has sir another question?
На третьем этаже.
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor,
Но я
there are
что?
mainly living rooms.
Э,
Sir finds himself at present in the Grand
я ж на
Hall.
третий нажал.
From the Grand Hall, sir can access, on one side, the small salon, where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, sir may access the dining room. That is where sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, sir will also find access to the garden. But sir may be reassured, the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. So, sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten lost.
Except for my mother.
Has sir another question?
На третьем.
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir. In the west wing, on the second floor, are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holm, sir. But only authorized guests may access that area. Does sir have any more questions?
Так. Вроде все. Все, что я хотел узнать. Стоп, где красная гостиная? Это выход.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
вот.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Who does not know
I'm
about
not
that?
sure if I understand.
Шкала времени. Если вы не дадите в ответ за определенное время, он будет автоматически выбран.
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day.
Я что, пропустил? Да не может быть такого. Так, ну надо еще раз. Я ж вроде нажимал. Ладно. Продолжить.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Better that way.
Not really.
It's the least one can say.
No.
Peru looks totally out of place here.
Yes,
He's counting the 10 sets of cutlery around each plate? The man is completely lost.
my friend.
Thank you
Незнание
again for
этикета.
the wine, Your Eminence.
Обнаружили слабость. Что за слабость? Так, подожди. Журнал. Этикет. Слабость.
It is served every day at the king's table. I am delighted to hear.
And right he was.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself.
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Henry. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Психология.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur
Louis Moras de Richer.
de Richer. De Richer. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
The presence of a particle does not necessarily mean a person belongs to the nobility, nor does it prevent the observance of the rules of etiquette, Monsieur Van Bommel.
Уклонение.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
He's certainly well connected and in high places.
Surprising. No one appears to know him.
No one knows me, and yet here I am.
Quite so.
Устойчивость, убеждение.
Monsieur
Круто.
de Richer, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
О, да. 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 Ты же французский революционер. А вроде как мать помогает французским. Нифига себе. И это
Lord
не...
Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about our disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
Убеждение
And
не
for that,
сработает.
I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
Да.
Absolutely. 50,000 louis d'or in hard cash.
The offer I'm talking about was for only 20,000 louis d'or, Monsieur de Richer. The truth is, you really have no idea about our agreement. So, you're wasting my time. I need to work with people I can have confidence in, sir.
The exact numbers may have escaped me. I suggest you wait for my mother's return in order to manage such details.
I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
Убеждение не сработает. Франция, давай попробуем.
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready to govern her. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think. The right person still remains to be found.
You're right, my friend. I hear your words and I agree. Monsieur de Richer, I am reassured.
Слабость.
I am very
Нет?
happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this
Книга.
humble
Размышления французской революции.
Reflections on the Revolution in France.
Но это
Mr.
не
Bonaparte,
слабость.
I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I too am delighted to have met you.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer, and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington.
Washington is a very gifted speaker. Leave him for 5 minutes with sworn enemies and he'll convince them to be friends for life.
Right, we shall meet
Политика.
again
Ну,
tomorrow.
понятно, политика.
All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Надо найти мед, короче. Я мог, да, обыскать комнату Элизабет Адамс. Блин. Нехило так. Блин, почти 5-й уровень. Так, 4 очка навыка. Ну, давай докачаем до конца. Чё? Допрос. Надо, короче, и заказ... Наука. Блин, наука 3 очка стоит всего-то. Культизм. Эрудиция. Оккультизм иногда прокает. Оккультизм, наверное, докачаем. Да и допрос надо качать. Докачивать уже. Вот и все. Надо потом языкознание качать. Языкознание, потом эрудиция. Три очка навыка восстановилось, слава богу.
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Так, психология, политика, может быть. Так, политику. Потому что мне политика вообще не прокачана. Где меня смиряют взглядом?
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, the sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Waldner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
Well, I must admit, Your Eminence, indeed it does worry me.
I understand. But continue to have faith in Sarah. You'll see, I'm sure, that in a few days we'll all be laughing together.
That's all I hope for, Your Eminence.
Ну да.
But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
As I haven't visited all the manor yet, I wondered if you hadn't seen a Medusa by any chance.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, La Gorgogne, the Medusa from Greek mythology. Would you have seen one? In any shape or form?
Not at all, my son. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be of any use to you.
Thank you anyway, Your Eminence. I won't take up any more of your time. On that last word, then I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Так, он не знает, окей. Я видел что-то там, это...
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Попробуем взломать, да, попробуем. Надеюсь, там мед. Есть! Да, мед! 3-4 банки, 4 склянки меда.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
4 банки меда, красиво просто. Так, ну пошли дальше.
A cache.
Янтарь. Поздравляем, вы собрали 4 осколка янтаря, максимальное количество очков действия увеличено на 1. Ух ты, круто. Это круто. Так, еще метку возьмем. Библиотека.
Actress, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly for honey. I couldn't have hoped for
Медик,
better.
отлично. Так, что еще есть?
A few pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Старая энциклопедия. Я полностью, по-моему, все собрал. Энциклопедию. Надо, короче, на следующую главу читать этот манускрипт. Галерея. Точно, где Сея усмиряет взглядом.
Where all eyes size you up. Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of.
Галерея.
And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now? Liberty or Death by Regnault. Well, I'll take liberty, please. But I do understand his choice, even though it's allegory regarding the decoration of the rights of men. That's the least you could say. Carmelite water. They say that it's golden elixir. I'll keep it for later. The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything. Amber.
Янтарь. Красиво просто. Так, надо дальше смотреть. Янтарь?
Amber crystals.
Осколки янтаря. Красиво. Вроде все. Пошли сюда. О, вот медуза, кстати. Сейчас надо смотреть, потом подходить к медузе. Все.
A painting with no name.
Медуза.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern. And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand.
Так, есть еще. Попробуем.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Якорцы.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
The clue I found said, "Beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected. That is its weakness." That's the key. The best protected hero is the one holding the shield. Thank you, Mother.
Повернуть статуэтку в сторону героя с мечом. Так.
The origin of myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon, the Medusa.
Языка знания-то нету. Блин, плохо. Так, давай-ка вспомним послание матери. Расположение. Логика. Давай-ка
Let's think. To vanquish the beast, the statues have to be lined up in...
Одумывание. Вы приняли стимулирующийся во время заполнения или отравили. Шкала времени больше не отображает во время разговоров.
In a specific order. What can this shield be for? To protect its holder? Why not? But in that case, what's the lantern for? Step back and take a second, Louis. Be logical, but open-minded. Think outside the box. Nobody said a statue has to have only one use. I wonder if the lantern was to distract the Medusa. This shield can both protect the holder and also reflect the light from the lantern to distract the beast. In other words, I'll have to make an angle of 90 degrees between the lantern and the Medusa by turning the shield to face the sword. If Mortimer's the one who thought of all this stuff, then honestly, he must have a screw loose. Crazy idea, but worth a shot.
Так, герой с лампадой. Подожди. Сейчас, подожди, попробую так. К медузе оно повернуто. Ну попробую сейчас отойти. Так, и... верну статуэтку к медузе. Ну, короче, прямой угол создать. А если повернуть к медузе? К медузе. А если герой с мечом? Еще раз.
Let's think. To vanquish the beast, the statues have to be lined up in a specific order. What can this shield be for? To protect its holder?
Нет.
Why not? But in that case, what's the lantern for? Step back and take a second, Louis. Be logical, but open-minded. Think outside the box. Nobody said a statue has to have only one use. I wonder if the lantern was to distract the Medusa. This shield can both protect the holder and also reflect the light from the lantern to distract the beast. In other words, I'll have to make an angle of 90 degrees between the lantern and the
всё,
Medusa
понял.
by turning the shield to face the sword.
Все, понял.
If Mortimer's the one who thought of all this stuff, then honestly, he must have a screw loose. Crazy idea, but worth a shot.
Поверну статуэтку к медузе. А лампаду герой с мечом. героя щитом.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
Герой наносит последний
The statue is darker on the right-hand side. It must be often placed towards the fire, which would explain the difference in color. In that case, it would be facing the Medusa. Perfect for the coup de grace.
Так, но нужно вспомнить послание матери.
The clue I found said, "Beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected. That is its weakness." That's the key. The best protected hero is the one holding the shield. Thank you, mother.
Герой с мечом. Попробую сейчас героя с мечом. Бля, вот это круто. Так, поверну статуэтку к герою с мечом. Вот. Воу, действительно, секретный проход. Просто.
Rah! For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
I've discovered a hidden message from my mother. She explains how to find the secret room. Something must have attracted her here, so I've come to check it out. And you? What brings you here?
My, you're curious.
Let me guess.
Go on then, impress me.
You're looking for somebody. Your silence speaks volumes. I must have got it right. And you will go to great lengths to find them. So, this person means a lot to you.
Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams. At your service, madam.
Саркастическая скотина. Оккультизм. Нет, не хочу покраску красивую.
A golden fleece.
Золотое
It's
руно.
freezing. Hurry up.
Cold? You want a rug? It'll warm you up.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that horrible thing.
That's a pity. The gold color brings out your eyes.
And your flattery brings out your boorishness.
An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
I bet you've read them cover to cover.
Naturally.
Really? I'm curious. Tell me, what part stood out the most to you?
The passage where Mary says to Joseph, "Hey, you, shut up."
In other words, you haven't even opened one.
Даже не открывала.
A Chinese coin, recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash. Hey, Mortimer is the author of this work. It talks about his passion for art.
Так, ладно, пошли дальше. У нас еще с той стороны есть. Венок.
Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath.
The workmanship on this crown is amazing. The finesse of the gold laurel leaves is beautiful. A crown worthy of an emperor. I'd stake my life that it's a genuine article. Do you know why laurel wreaths are used and not, say, mistletoe or another plant?
The laurel wreath symbolized glory in Roman times.
In your opinion, what kind would suit me best?
A crown of nettles.
Ну, блин, Эмили, ты что делаешь?
Well, looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself. A fragment of amber.
Oh.
You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
Ловкость.
This weapon is typically French, quite old, undoubtedly goes back to the Crusades. If it is a true damask sword, it's worth more than a kingdom.
It really does look like Joan of Arc's sword.
The famous Maid of Orleans. One of your favorite historical heroines.
You bet. Given the number of English butts she kicked.
And we all know where that got her. When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place? Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine. Hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia. Properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old. And all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
О,
See those fine scratches around the words?
Yes, and?
The ink barely spreads on the paper. It spreads exactly the same way on the signature. The deed was written using the same ink. If it is a fake, then it's a professional job. Several people have played the part of Mortimer, a part that has been passed down from generation to generation. Different men, but with one sole identity.
An intriguing hypothesis, and yet less twisted than some of my previous cases.
At last, you finally agree with me about something.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? Why keep such a collection hidden in a secret room? Any thoughts?
Mortimer has every reason in the world to conceal it, even if only to keep it from people like us.
Hey, Emily, we're not thieves. We're only looking. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something. What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book.
психология, давай.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar.
Либо сестра, либо дочь.
Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
Психология.
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little.
If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
Использовалась.
I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone, you have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
Да, психология.
Pragmatic, intelligent, sure of herself. Only weak spot is her difficulty talking about herself. I don't know much about your past, but I'm guessing you had to get by on your own for much of your life. It might have closed you off, and that can be a disadvantage. It might be time for you to open up and risk a little trust. Not every man you meet wants to hurt you.
Yes, you may be right. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Допрос.
I know you well enough to see that you're hiding something from me.
Бля,
Why won't you
уязвимость.
look me in the eyes? I've figured you out, but you refuse to accept it. And you're starting to find me charming too.
I admit it. You win. You, worst investigator there ever was.
Ну хорошо, что обнаружил слабость, уязвимость.
Well, at least you made me smile. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me. But I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is...
Обладательница вашей похожей камеи. Бля, этикет сложно. 4. Женщина. Бля. Давай.
Your sister. She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one even knows. When it comes to getting results, you are very good, I grant you that. You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly. I thought it belonged to Emma, my twin sister.
Oh. Now I get why you said you had a memory for two.
Yes, you can't imagine to what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with two faces.
Clever. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one, then for the other.
Знаете,
We
чем мне
dress the
это
same,
напоминает?
wear the same makeup,
Сейчас
we speak the same.
Прочитаю,
We've learned to act
послушаем,
as one.
и я
When
скажу
we
свое
accept a
мнение.
mission, we both turn up. This time, though, she went ahead, and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir home and bring back the details, so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas, no trace of my sister. Instead, a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
None of this is very reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
It's time to leave.
Бля, 0, просто 0 очков действия, 0 слабости вообще. Блин. Ну хотя бы узнали слабости и пользуемся слабостями и ищем устойчивости. Хотя бы так. Но 0 просто очков действия, меда даже нет.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
Не, последовательно за Элизабет. Она такая растерянная.
Sorry, Emily, but I can't leave Elizabeth like this.
All right, Elizabeth. How can I help?
Thank you. Come on, follow me.
Well, Elizabeth, what was so urgent? For God's sakes, what happened in here?
Бля, нихуя себе.
I really need to talk to you, Louis, right now.
Does Lord Mortimer know the mess you've made of your room?
Listen to me, damn it! My days are numbered.
Elizabeth, I don't know if it's about my mother again, but I'm telling you, you've nothing to be afraid of. She didn't come here for you.
I saw her.
Saw who? You saw my mother? When?
Just last night. I went out to walk along the cliff top and I saw her in the distance. She tried to hide right away, but I'm sure it was her.
Are you saying you recognized my mother in the middle of the night while she was hiding?
Yes, Louis, I know it was her.
You just said she was far away, right? In the middle of the night. And the exterior of the island isn't exactly well lit.
Listen, I'm telling you it was her.
She doesn't hesitate on her answers. She's not trembling. She's really convinced of what she's seen.
Did you talk to each other?
No, she was far away. I didn't make any noise, and then she was gone.
Have you told anyone you've seen her? Sir Holm? Mortimer?
You don't understand. It's her. She's here.
Yes, I understand.
No, you're not listening. The moment I saw her, I was overcome by spasms. She's here. I'm telling you, it was her.
Я верю вам.
Yes, I need something to calm me down.
I'll drink with you, but let's go easy on it, okay?
I don't know where she gets her rot gut from, but frankly, it's disgusting.
You know, Louis, when I came here, it was in the hope of getting help. I've only just now realized that I've been drawn here into a trap.
Whoa. Alcohol's gone to my head.
Here, the condemned's last drink.
Спаиваешь меня, сучка, спаиваешь. Бля, нет. Нельзя, нельзя. Мне кажется, ладно.
Man, I need to take it easy with the booze. At this rate, I won't last the night.
Let's go easy on the drinking, okay? Alcohol won't solve our problems.
The second one is
Вторая
any
пошла не
easier.
лучше.
So, do you want to know why she did all those things to me or not? Even if it changes the image you have of her forever?
What was she trying to cure you of then?
Of the one illness she never managed to treat me for.
No, Elizabeth. I won't follow you.
What's the matter? Little Louis's afraid to look at the true face of his mother? You know my rules. Drink up.
До дна. Ты серьезно?
Come on, Elizabeth. We have to finish what we started.
Ты серьезно, блин?
I feel all dizzy.
There must have been a reason. Just tell me. Tell me what my mother treated you for.
She wanted to silence them.
What? What are you talking about? Silence what?
The voices. The voices in my head. They speak to me, Louis. They've always told me what to do. They say nasty things to me.
Одержимо.
Elizabeth, are you saying that spirits talk to you?
You're right. Sometimes there are several voices. How did you know?
No, listen, I don't know anything. I'm just repeating what you said.
They want me. Want me just for themselves. They talk to me all the time. Yet your mother did everything to make them go away. Ever since I was little. And look at the result!
It's impossible, Mother. You spent your life trying to prove that the supernatural doesn't exist. Why punish this poor girl? Oh, shit. What has she done to you?
Uh-oh, Louis. Are you starting to believe me?
No, but she...
Too bad it's all been for nothing. They're still there, you know.
What do you mean? They're still talking to you?
All the time. Despite everything Sarah put me through, I still
Это
hear
дар.
them.
Это дар.
And here I am on a lost island, knowing that no one knows me, and I find myself here at the exact same time as her. You see? You understand? You sense it too.
Нельзя так говорить.
I'm going to die here. I beg you, tell me you believe me.
Бля, нет, это чушь.
Elizabeth, I understand your fears, but I'm convinced there has to be a rational explanation for all of this.
It would just hurt you too much to believe me, wouldn't it?
No, but...
So difficult to get up in the morning and realize that you're the son of a monster.
I'd rather not have met you.
I'd rather not have been born.
My God, Elizabeth, how is this possible?
Welcome to my world, Lil Louie. Welcome to my life.
Посоветовать ей сбежать с острова, надо сбежать.
Elizabeth, the whole story stinks of death. If I were you, I'd have left the moment you heard me speak about my mother. I don't know if she knows you're here, but if I had any doubt, I wouldn't take the risk.
Yeah, you're right. I can't stay here another minute. I need to get the hell out of here. I need to find a boat and get away. I'm not dying here.
Oh, I feel so dizzy.
You like my little concoction, don't you? That's rare.
What?
It no longer has any effect on me, but my guests generally don't appreciate me mixing alcohol with laudanum.
What? You put laudanum in my drink?
In both. Don't worry, my little Louie. We'll sink down to the bottom together.
Oh man, I feel like puking. I really feel like shit. I gotta get back.
Don't worry, Louie. I'm here now. I'll take good care of you, and then I'll leave.
Don't touch me! Just leave. If I get up, I'll fall.
Oh, little Louie's tired. Leave everything to me. Just let go.
Ах ты сволочь, упоила меня. Неудачи я выпил с Элизабет. Упоила меня, сучка. Давай, давай, наука докачаем. И часть языкознания. Чего? Чего? Конец первого эпизода? Да, конец первого эпизода, серьезно. Офигеть. Так. Интересно. Интересно, что же будет дальше? А это мы узнаем, ребят, в следующей серии. Интересно, интересно. Ссылка на прохождение Конца будет в описании. Подписывайтесь, оцените, комментируйте, вступайте в группу ВКонтакте. До встречи в следующей серии прохождения обзоров, а также стримов игр. С вами был Перец. Надеюсь, вам понравилось, ребят. До скорого.